Oh my god, I'm streaming again. What the hell? What the hell? I'm streaming again. Oh no. Who knew I would be streaming? And we're back for some Pentiment. Pentiment. Hello, Pentiment. Wow. Wow. God, turning into Owen Wilson. Wow. Wow. Look at this game. Wow. It's a game on the computer. It's a game. Wow. Is Owen Wilson just the male what's her face? Wow. I want an Emmy. Ugh, what's her name? What's her name? Oh, she's in the Minecraft movie. Oh god, what the fuck? That's the terrible thing to remember. What she's in. Jennifer Coolidge. Wow. I'm in the Minecraft movie. Wow. Look, I haven't streamed in almost 2 weeks, so it's gonna get weird. It's probably gonna get weird. Already mentioned Owen Wilson and Jennifer Coolidge because of absolutely no reason. Oh boy. Well, this is my first stream since a lot of people found me online, apparently. Because of making Henry and Hans have a little old love session in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. So, yeah, that's a thing. Welcome to everyone who's new. You are very appreciated. You showered me with love, and it's greatly appreciated. I'll probably go back to Kingdom Come at some point. I haven't done this stream in a while, so I'm fiddling with sound, I'm fiddling with the camera, I'm fiddling with everything. I'm just fiddling. Fiddling and twiddling. Fiddling and twiddling and twittering and blithering and pentimenting. Whatever this pentiment thingamajig is. Okay. So what were we doing? Right. Our Lady of the Labyrinth. Elsa. Right, so Historia Tassia, I can't get it read though. No one's gonna read it for me. Balthus and Gertrude are too busy. Stoltz, wherever he might be. Okay, Tassing Saints. Okay, can I still go up to the mill? Or do I have to go to the, not the mill, the Abbey? Can I still go up to the Abbey? And, do the visit? Can I do that? God bless you, Magdalene. Would you like to go inside and meet with Mother Francisca now? Yeah, let's go. Mother Francisca, I'd like to introduce Magdalene to Ukraine. The prince's daughter, yes, we've met. God bless you, Magdalene. Father Thomas told us of your father's condition, and we pray for his recovery daily. Well, thank you, Abbess. Such is our duty to serve the Lord and the community that provides for us. Now, what is this about? Sister Gertrude, you know how holy rules. Why bring young Mistress Drucker to me? Forgive me, Mother. Magdalene is searching for a place in the world and is contemplating the holy life. I thought observing the sisters might aid her in her spiritual search. She was encouraged by the idea. Right, yes, I was. So you've decided to consider my offer after all. If God is calling you to the convent, I'm more than willing to help you fulfill that divine cause. What brought this change on? Why are you interested in joining the poor Clares? I'm worried that having my father running the shop alone and finishing the mural are too much for me. To become a sister, I won't have to marry, which is far better than being stuck bearing kids for the rest of my life. Lie. I had a holy vision. Saint Sathia told me, but I was destined for higher things. Yeah, first one. Magdalene, you should not abdicate your worldly duties for fear of the unknown. However, I agree that working a printing shop and painting are not suitable duties for a woman. I thank God you've turned for us to help. It is no wonder you have felt overburdened by all of this. Please come. I'm happy to tell you more of our order. Do tell me if the sound's too loud, because the mic... I have to fiddle with the mic. So, not quite sure how well it's going. Our small convent used to be part of a large Kirsau double monastery, as I'm sure you've been told by Sister Gertrude. However, the poor Clares live far different lives than the Benedictines have once lived here. What's that? I believe that it is not ours to produce and live solely on the arms of the community of Tassig as they see fit to give. Likewise, none of the sisters here own any personal property. We share this convent as a gift from the church. We believe that the Lord called us into a life of poverty and service. Does such a life appeal to you, Magdalene? Not entirely certain yet. I'd like to explore and look around, get a feel of the place. Magdalene, you must not have understood me. We have deliberately closed ourselves off from the world. I won't have a laywoman bothering the sisters from their duties or disturbing our rule. However, I will allow Sister Suzanne to show you our duties. Please take your time. When you have finished, please come find me. We will discuss your decision to join. Finally, I thought you'd never leave. What? Truthfully, I'm not here to join the convent. I'm looking for the references for a mural I'm painting at the Rat House. Time to start exploring. You can either come or not. Up to you. But Mother Francisca said... She said that as long as I'm with you, it's fine to look around. Are you really going to get us both in trouble? No, I always follow Mother Francisca's orders. The convent has many parts. The kitchen, the aquarium, the chapter house, the yard, the old workshop. Though no one uses that old shed anymore. I'll leave it to you to decide where to go first. Oh. Well, the aquarium's right there. Here's the aquarium. Most of the Abbey's visitors come in here but aren't allowed to enter. We aren't allowed to go into the outside world either, like Mother Francisca said. Isolation's a part of our vows. Sister Gertrude once told me that the old Benedictine sisters used to go into town sometimes and even talk to men on occasion. And I'm stuck here, staring at these walls for the rest of my life. Doesn't seem like Sister Suzanne thinks much of her life here. Can't blame her. And so she doesn't seem to have the passion that Sister Gertrude and the others have. If she hates her life here so much, maybe I should encourage her to leave the order. Better leave while she has a future ahead of her. After all, there are plenty of young men in Bavaria who would make good husbands. Still, there may be some reason she chose to say, I don't want to overstep my bounds. You didn't always want to be a Poor Clare, sister. Ha! No, who would want to be a nun? My father promised me to the church as a baby. Some oath he swore when my mother struggled in a pregnancy. So there I was, dropped into the Poor Clares the summer I turned 17. I'm so sorry. No one should be forced into a life they don't want. We daughters are born to bear our family's legacy. Between our legs or on our backs, it doesn't matter. My family is devoted to the church. I've only been in the convent for 2 years, but I'm trying my best. I don't mind the prayers or the hours, and I'm sure of my devotion to the Lord, but this isn't what I wanted. Since when did a woman ever get what she wanted without being punished? Eve couldn't even manage it. Oh boy, Eve. Can only do the best we can. I pray that one day will be different. Maybe, but we certainly won't ever live to see it. Sometimes I get jealous of Sister Gertrude and even Sister Margaret. At least they got to see something of the outside world before they were 20. Hey, you protected it from the plague and the Protestant rebels. It's a good life. Don't you leave? I think you're lucky you don't have to leave with boys. If you could do anything else, what would it be? Don't forget Matilda and Voislav. They used to be part of Curacao too. I would have liked to go to one of the big cities at least once. I would have been happy just to be shopkeeper's wife. Sigh. Thanks for listening, Magdalene. Anyway, let me show you the rest of the cloister. Lead on. This is the chapel where we all gather for Mass and liturgy. It's the oldest part of the convent. And the most drafty. Hello again, Sister Gertrude. The sisters have done some minor retouches over the years, but it has represented the abbey from its earliest days. Oh, there's the tower and the library. The cloister is still being constructed here. Yes, the tower was a Bergfried, a freestanding defensive tower, not built for permanent habitation. Yes, the tower was a Bergfried long before the structure became a monastery. The Duchy gifted it to the Benedictine order after the Holy Roman Empire grew. They had no use for it as a keep. These walls have protected Tassing from attacks of spirit and steel for generations. Noble history compared to an ace founding Rome, truly. There's Latin here too. God called Lady Sabine to lead our sisters and brothers in 1261. Lord Kearsal's castle was destroyed by fire in the year of the death of Emperor Frederick II. Only the tower remained. Well done, Magdalene. Yes, the first lists the abbey's founding date. The Lady Kearsal was actually the one to suggest the old castle be turned into a double monastery. We added a second shortly after the revolt. Mother Illuminata thought it would be fitting, even if the sisters were not here, some record of what occurred would remain. Kearsal is unique. A double monastery with 2 saints, 1 male, 1 female, to guard the town and abbey. So the foundation of the abbey was ignored in the Holy Roman Empire. It seems odd that the monastery would reuse a place meant for war and force. Fascinating to think that even before the Duke gifted the church, the fortification was founded by St. Moritz. Many things have been built and torn down on this land of generations. Who knows what else used to be here? You're right, sister. The mural will be a great reference for the rat house. And I'm glad to have helped. God bless you, Magdalene. Interesting. Quite cool. Margaret. Oh, she's so nice. Kitchen. This is the kitchen. There's not anything that interesting in here. Sister Marie and Sister Isabel take care of most of the kitchen duties, but everyone pitches in when needed. Isabel. God bless you, Madeleine. God bless you, sister. How goes the cooking? Oh, as well as the Lord wills it. My old fingers fumble from time to time, but it is my privilege to prepare supper for the other sisters. It's very noble of you. Just as God gave Paul a thorn on his side, so too did he give me the pains of age to strengthen my faith. My faith. Such things are a blessing when compared to the pains Christ carried upon the cross. But didn't Christ die so that we don't have to suffer unnecessarily? In the next life, yes, but even God said we would face hardships while we live on this earth. I have chosen to find meaning and devotion to the Lord through my hardship. Thank you for sharing your perspective with me, sister. You are most welcome, child. Bless you. And Marie. God bless you, child. Are you delivering something? No, sister, I'm learning more about the convent's history so that I can finish my own town. Oh, I'm considering joining the convent, so Mother Princess graciously allowed me to visit with you. Hallelujah! Glory and praise be to you. You've brought such joy to me this day, child. I haven't actually joined yet, sister. Do you have a strong stomach? Perhaps you can help Sister Isabel and me in the kitchen. I enjoy preparing meals for the sisters that nourish us. I can never bring myself to butcher the animals. Sister Isabel has graciously taken on this task for me. We need sustenance, but I feel butchering any animals wrong according to the rule of St. Francis. To cause suffering to any living creature is a necessary and evil, even if God granted Adam and Eve dominion over the animals. The kitchen seems fairly simple. Is there anything here from the convent's founding days? No more than the structure itself, I'm afraid. Cookware needs replacing over the years. There some nights a ghost appears to me by the cookfire, a lost spirit trapped between heaven and hell. Sister Marie, not this again. Not to Magdalene, please. Could it have been a ghost of one of the sisters from the founding of the convent, maybe even St. Tassia? That's ridiculous, ghosts aren't real. What made you think you saw spirit, sister? The figure rose up through the very ground we stand up on at vigils, not a fortnight ago. Dawn and dusk are the hours and the boundaries between this world and the spiritual world are weakest. We may be the newest arrivals here, but this convent's very old. Perhaps there was something Roman underneath this foundation centuries before. The spirit may seek to know the presence of God now that it rests on holy ground. Spirit in Kiersam, I would have come to the convent though. Roman spirit might be a great addition to the mural. I don't know what the council would approve though. It must have been something else this time. It breaks my heart to think the spirit was crying out for help, trapped beyond heaven's reach. Why don't you keep going, Magdalene? It's better not to get Sister Marie too upset. Of course, God bless you, sister. God bless you, child. A ghost, you say? Well, well, well. Been to the chapel, been to the cloister, been to all of it. That's the aquarium. And then the courtyard. It's colder today. There's not much in the yard that could help you, I think. Anything that was here has long been covered in weeds. What I know about this place is that the walls were added when the convent was built onto the monastery. Oh, God bless you, Sister Benedictina. Sister Suzanne, God bless you. Thick ice is hard. Don't recognize you, Sister Benedictina. I think I've seen you in town once or twice. Yes, you'd have seen her. Sister Benedictina is the youngest of the sisters. Mother Francisca allows only one sister to deal with the townsfolk. Benedictina received this privilege. Burden, more like. I have to run around everywhere, gathering all the food and doing all the chores. I'd rather be inside where it's warm. What are you doing up in the convent anyway? Mother Francisca said I could look around. Oh, well, don't let me get in the way then. Actually, Sister Benedictine, I wanted to ask you some questions. Do you like being a nun? Oh, yes, I don't mind it at all. It's far quieter than home, and I don't have to share my bed with my siblings anymore. I like to help the older sisters, and I don't mind the chores, except when it's cold like this. One more question, Sister Benedictina. Have you ever seen any mysterious figures or ghosts lately? Ghosts? No, everything's been normal recently. I haven't noticed anything odd. Is this about Sister Marie's ghost? I think it's Mauritius myself. Oh no. So there is a ghost in the Abbey. Well, I haven't seen anything myself, but if there is a ghost, I'd like to think it's Mauritius. Don't tell Mother Francisca this, but I found an old book about Christian legends hidden in the workshop. It said that a Roman commander named Mauritius conquered Tassi, but the colony failed. Most of the town was empty until Christian refugees founded a town hidden in the valley. It was a miracle. What if this is a different retelling of St. Moritz saving Tassi? Oh, maybe. I don't remember if the book mentioned any saints. The Latin was hard to read. Anyway, when Sister Marie said she saw ghosts, I thought it must be Mauritius, trying to get us out. The Roman ghost couldn't be happy about his tower being turned into an abbey, could he? What did you do with this book, Sister? Oh, well, I had it with me in the kitchen one day, and I accidentally laid a fire poker on it. Well, that's unfortunate. I tried to fix it, but it's unreadable now. Sorry, Magdalene. That's alright. That book would probably have gone unread otherwise. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Besides, that story gives me the ideas for the Rat House mural. Thanks for telling me about the book, Sister. I won't tell Mother Francisca. God bless you, Sister. Thanks, Magdalene. God bless you. Convent Arts Chapel. The workshop's covered in dust. Yes, this was the Benedictine Sisters' workshop. They used to make badges and art for pilgrims coming to see the Hand of St. Moritz. Looks like everything was just left here after the fire. Nothing's been used in years. Give me a second. Is this on? Yeah, okay. Just checking if Streamlabs was actually on. It doesn't seem like it was. Okay, it is on now. We can't subsist on painting, and the poor clouds don't produce goods for sale, so we have no reason to be in here. But art allows us to find beauty in life. Even Christ said that Father clothed the lilies of the field in beauty. Just because art is essential to survival means you can't do anything of painting? That sounds horrible. Hello, Last Arcani. Hello, hello. Surely you've thought of sneaking in and creating something, right? I agree, but that's not the rule of the Poor Clares. Mother Francisca considers art a temptation into hedonism. I'm doing well. Had a nice holiday. Had a few days of vacation. Went to the beach, went to the pool. Had some nice food. Was in the sun a lot. Got burned. My arm got burned a bit. My arms are now different colours. But otherwise I'm well. I needed the rest. How are you doing? Mother Francisca doesn't let us come in here unless you put something in storage. Chilling watching a cool streamer. Ah, who is he? Who's the bastard? I'll have him. I'll show him the axe. JK. Finished your book a while ago. Oh, you finished it? Oh, well. What do you think? come in a few times and noticed some of the brushes have gone missing. Point pots, too. You think one of the sisters secretly painting? You think it's the ghost Sister Marie was talking about? Whatever Sister Marie thinks, I don't think spirits get into holy ground. Besides, what would a ghost need with dried up paints and brushes? Maybe it's trying to send a message. A message? What kind of message? Maybe a warning? Smokey says ghosts come back to deliver warnings. Though I haven't seen any dried up paint around the convent, much less any warnings. I don't think it's a ghost, Magdalene. In any case, I think it's sad the workshop is left like this. Truthfully, Magdalene, I don't think you should join the convent, even if that's not what you were here to do anyway. Gertrude talks about you and you seem to love your art. Without it, you'd hate it here. Yeah, definitely. I liked it a lot. Honestly, I hadn't realized there was going to be a series of small articles. Oh, yeah, it is. It's, you know, number of authors, because every author is a specialist in his own field. So they, yeah. Yeah, doing books like that is usually easier and more correct, I think, because it's harder for you to write about something you don't know much about, whilst for people who know a lot about a certain topic, they can just condense it very well into like 10 pages. Whilst it would take us, will take me a long time to read and do research about it, the book would have taken longer and wouldn't be as good, I think. I'm still used to here's a guy who's going to speak for 500 pages on a topic. Yeah, I mean, mind you, I'm also doing that. I'm also doing a book that's going to be like that. It's just my own book. It's going to come out sometime next year. But it's not just on one topic. It's a bunch of different topics. But yeah, it's going to be something. It's usually ends being called something like the war that changed the Roman world. Yeah. Yeah. Cleopatra's tits. Caesar's legions and his cock. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah. Books, huh? Such valuable paint left to dry and crack on the palette. Well, I have a book that's called Napoleon's Missing Penis. So, you know, it's about debunking. It's about debunking myths and stuff like that. Yeah, so. Napoleon's Missing Penis. There's no parchment scrap here. It's different from the others. What is this going to be? Looks like a scrap from a manuscript. There's something written in Latin in the margin. Mithraeum tassiae diluvio occultus est. Oh. Temple. The temple again. The Mithraeum of Tassing has been destroyed by a flood. Mithraeum, the same word I saw in the Roman section of the mine. Might be from the book Sister Benedicta found. I wonder why it would mention the Mithraeum. I don't know. It's not a word I've ever heard before. There's certainly nothing in the convent by that name. Well, the note says the Mithraeum was destroyed, so I suppose it doesn't matter much now. Oh, I was hoping it was going to be a mystery book. Yeah, it's a Spanish book, but it has been translated into Portuguese. It is somewhere. Not quite sure where, but somewhere. Looking at my bookshelves. But yeah. It's funny. It's a bunch of funny stuff. These old badges are beautiful. I hope the pilgrims who bought them loved them. Well, you've seen the entire convent. There's not much here. What do you think of it? I can see why people chose the holy life, but it's not for me. Not without art. I understand. You've dedicated your whole life to your work. You'd struggle to give that up now. Definitely. Definitely. Oh, bloody hell. What was that? Ooh, there we go. Oh, thank you for the follow, Adolfo. Thank you for the follow. Currently got into reading an author called Guy Gabriel Kay, who apparently writes historical events, but in another world. Oh, how's that like? Sounds cool. What's it like? Now you have me thinking about whether or not I should remain with the sisters. I think you should go. You never chose this life. You deserve to have the life you truly want. Look, everything's positive. Ha ha! It's a success! Magdalene, I think you're right. My family's devotion doesn't have to be mine. Maybe I can find a way out in time. I'll help however I can, Suzanne. I'm sure we have some spare provisions at home. Really? That would be wonderful, so long as no one found out. Anyway, we should return to Mother Francisca before she suspects something. I learned a lot today. Thank you for showing me around the convent. No. Thank you, Magdalene. Today has been more interesting than any I can remember in the Abbey. Come, let's find Mother Francisca. She'll be wanting to hear what you thought of the place. Basically, the one I'm reading, Lines of Al-Rassam, is about Not El Cid in Not Andalusia after the collapse of the Not Caliphate, with one of the MCs being a not Jewish female doctor. Okay, that sounds funny. That sounds cool, actually. Well, Magdalene, what's your assessment of the poor Clares? Is the good Lord calling you to a life within us as a sister? You can fuck off! I'm compelled by the devoted life the sisters lead, Mother Francisca, but I'm afraid I must tend to my father first. I think I prefer my books and printings, and in any case I need to finish them Europe. Then I might take over for my father. I hadn't thought about my whole duty of providing children to a husband. I just can't give that up soon. I'm just gonna... this. I see. Be careful that this mural does not become an idol for you, Magdalene. Just as Eve had a weaker will than Adam, you are liable to stumble on the fruit of temptation as well. Wow, misogynistic as fuck, sister. Misogynistic as fuck! Our community is quite modest compared to the splendour of an old Benedictine house operating under the rule of a powerful abbot. I see why few women are drawn to the order these days. Thank you for allowing me inside. That's what he said. You're most welcome, Magdalene. God bless you. Run! Run! Cancel her. I am trying. Francisca, you are cancelled. You've been dead 500 years, you're still cancelled. Ach, Magdalene! How did your little expedition go? I learned a lot from seeing the Abbey. I have a good idea of what I'll depict in the mural. Now, I learned about the poor Clares, but not as much about the history of the Abbey. No, this one. But sis, there's something I don't understand. The Abbey was so prosperous. Why didn't the monks rebuild it after the fire? What a task that would be. The chapel is beautiful. The stained glass always caught me eye in the mornings. There was a great deal of anger and sadness in Tassing that night. The abbot felt the brothers and sisters were no longer welcome in Tassing and moved on. In truth, the abbey's dissolution was inevitable. Kirsau was running out of money and patrons. The riot and fire was simply a particularly awful and painful way to end the monastery. Did anything survive the fire? Some of the buildings are intact, but all are terribly overgrown. I haven't dared forage in the rubble. I doubt you'd find anything of help for your mural inside, other than charred wood and parchment. It might still be worth taking a look if I'm careful. I worry after you sometimes, Magdalene. I really do. Thank you for all your help, Sister Gertrude. You're most welcome, Magdalene. God bless you. Why do you think she died? Cancel culture gone mad. Cancel culture. Cancelled 16th century abbess for being a misogynist. No, not the flowers. The path. Magdalene. People in the 16th century have gone woke. Cancelling abbesses and abbots. ruins are right there. Maybe not everything was destroyed. Let's go! To the ruins! Martin Luther did literal cancelling. But then he was not cancelled himself. The Pope tried to cancel Martin Luther, and he refused. He just said, fuck off! I'm not cancelled. You are! You are the fucking Antichrist. It's quite interesting, the history of Martin Luther, because he stood up for what he believed in. He stood up to the Pope, and he personally stood up to the Holy Roman Emperor, Charles V. He met Charles V and was told, abdicate, you know, say that you're wrong, that the Pope is right. Then he said, no. And so he was wanted. His head was, he was a wanted man for the rest of his life. He had powerful patrons, but still, very brave of him. Then again, he was a disgusting pig. He used to write letters in the toilet. And he said that whenever the devil visited him at night, which he did often, he would shoo him away with a fart. Can you imagine? Martin Luther, creator of religions, just farting the devil away at night. Ah, Christ. He also cancelled other people, like the Jews. He was really okay with alcohol. Yeah, he cancelled the Jews. He called for a crusade against the Ottomans as well. When the Ottomans attacked Vienna in the 1520s, he called for a crusade, which was really funny. Hates the Pope, then calls a crusade. He also married a monk. A nun. He didn't marry a monk. You couldn't marry... there was no equal right marriages at the time. He married a nun. He was a monk himself. To be fair, who didn't call for a crusade on the Ottomans? Yeah, but that's the thing between you calling one and you going. He called one, which was really unusual. He was just a priest. Would have been incredibly based if it had been a monk. Yeah, but he wouldn't do that. It was as straight as they come. That's why he farted in bed. My god, this is amazing. I wonder what it must have looked like before the fire. Everything collapsed in the fire. You don't? Well... A lady never tells. I think everyone does. Let's leave it at that. Though I don't think everyone uses it to shoo away the devil. Like Martin Luther did. You're the non-straight here. I am indeed. I don't even walk straight. I have a severe limp. No, I did over the last few days because I had my foot. It was temporary, thank the Lord. See, I'm getting very religious just playing the game, even though I'm an atheist. There she goes. There goes Magdalene. There we go. What if shooing away the devil is a euphemism for kicking out your hookup? Maybe that's what he did. Maybe that's funny, isn't it? He was on old-timey grinder, hooking up with former monks, and he shoot him away by farting, I suppose. Well, maybe that's another pseudo-history book that someone can write. Alternative history. Gay Martin Luther. Oh, Magdalene, come on. Oh no, I can't get back up there. If I climb, it might collapse further. I feel like you could go really far writing books like that, but self-aware, make it a parody. You know, so like Terry Pratchett. Do Terry Pratchett. Which is incredibly hard to do, but incredibly funny. Magdalene, you're just gonna kill yourself. Nothing left of the old staircase. I guess I can't go this way. These vines go all the way to the top, though. They look sturdy enough to hold my weight. And there's no other way out. Oh, Jesus. Here we go. Pseudo-historical series like Philomena Kunk interview. Oh yeah. Martin Luther used to fart in bed at night. Who knew that man would lead equal rights fighting, the fight for equal rights in the United States 500 years after his death? Wrong Martin Luther. I can see all of Tassing from here. What if I can piece together the foundations of the Abbey and find a way to get to the library? King Arthur came a lot, didn't he? Sure did. He was a splooger, old Arthur. I thought he was the splooger. That's why he had a round table. No edges. Because he hated edging. Now that is niche. I love the answer to interview Wee gives. Well, we had one child, so probably not. Yeah. King Arthur was shooting blanks, confirmed. If this were me doing what Magdalene is doing, I would have died. Instantly. As soon as I went up the tower, I would have fallen over. I would have fallen down the tower and died. Oh God. Remember when the library burnt down? Dad told me I was just a baby, but I remember the flames coming out of the windows. So many people were screaming and running around. I cried myself to sleep that night. I haven't seen this place since then. Doesn't look like there's anything left inside. I suppose it was too much to hope for. Oh, Magdalene, how are you going to get out of here? Hopefully with your legs. Why isn't she running? Why aren't you running? The cemetery. That's the way to the cloister. More roses over there. Why can't she run? Bun Bun! There's a body. Okay. Cloister I go. Cats! What if there was always this many cats at the Abbey? Perhaps I can ask Voislav that what he remembers during this time. Hello, Puskin! Meow. Meow. Meow, meow. This place is a mess. How sad. That's the exit. Chapter house. Okay. Bloody hell! Jesus. Oh, an old mural. It's worn, but I can still see some of the figures. Dance of Death. What? These figures look new. The paint can't be more than a few years old. Yeah. Someone's been adding to this. This feels wrong. Who'd add new figures to the Dance of Death and why? These look like people from the town, from here. People who died. That must be the Baron. That's Otto. And Brother Piero. Someone's here. Hello? Who are you? Look at Brother Piero. Or is it Guy? I guess it's Guy. Ferenc and the demons? But who's that? Huh. That's pretty cool. The door. Whoever's watching me must have opened it. I don't like this. I think I've seen everything left of the Abbey. I have to get out of here. Who could it have been? Is it Voislav? After all these years. When did it start snowing? I should go back to the rat house and get to work. Okay. Let's get to work. You better work, bitch. You wanna live fancy? You want a big mansion? You better work, bitch. I get to work, bitch. It is a very pretty game, isn't it? You're not going to read my book, are you, Father? Not saying shit. Boo. Okay. Apollo? Oh, nice. Side note. Should have streamed when you got that big boost on Twitter the other day. Yeah, but I couldn't. I was leaving already. I was doing stuff. I did gain a lot of followers everywhere. I wasn't on a plane, but got a lot of followers everywhere. A lot of them on YouTube, a lot of them here. I'm very thankful to everyone. But yeah, mayhaps. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, right? Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Other things always come into play when you do this. When streaming is the fifth thing on your list of things to do. I do enjoy it. I do like playing games. I do like having everyone's company. But, you know, but I'm going to try something new. I'm going to try something different. As soon as I'm done with Pentiment, I think I'm going to look for some games on the old Steam sale. Going to look for some books on the old Steam sale. And do something different. Maybe some Crusader Kings, maybe some Hearts of Iron. We'll see. But I might do, like, streams during the day, just a day or two, just to test it out. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. I know you're messing with me, and I enjoy it. Haha! As Martin Luther would. Okay, here comes Werner in his stupid voice. Magdalene, what do you want? Hello, Dr. Stoltz. I have a book here and I can't read it very well. I was wondering if you could help me translate it. No. But No, Magdalene, I can't be bothered by a lack of literacy. I just need a moment, please. God damn you, I said no! Leave! I want to be pissed. Do you understand? Alcoholized. And to vomit my guts away. Hades could do well as well, if you've played it. I've never played Hades. I'm trying to keep to the historical games thing. But I don't know. I love Oblivion. Oh, I've thought about Oblivion. But I don't think anyone would watch me play it. So, yeah. It's also how many people are watching this kind of thing? Not a lot of people watch Pentiment. There's no one. I'm the only streamer doing Pentiment anymore. So there's usually not a lot of people. But yeah, trying to get more folks in. Just keep the ball rolling. Magdalene! Dr. Stoltz, so you're doing quick work with the mural, eh? I hope that doesn't make you sloppy. I'm trying to finish it in time for Dad, you understand? It must work quickly, dear. He doesn't have much time left. Thanks for the encouraging words as always, Doctor. In any case, the Council wants to hear what you're doing. Been researching the early Christian history of Tassing after the Romans left. Learning how people settled in the ruins how the Abbey was founded, why our saints are so important to us. There's a lot to take in, but I've settled on my subject. And I'll paint St. Moritz, St. Satya, and Our Lady of the Labyrinth receiving Christian settlers. I want to show history how it happened. I'll paint Lady Kersau founding the Abbey from the old Bergfried. I'll paint the Bavarians settling among the Roman ruins, starting the Christian history of Tassing. Which one should we do? The Bavarians? The Kersau? Yeah, Bavarians. You may find it ignoring the saints in favor of such a mundane portrayal of events is unwelcome. Even so, I suppose it is an important step in the history of Tassing. Remember, the mural isn't for your benefit, but to make Tassing look good. Not good. After this section, there's still so much work to do. I haven't figured out how I'm going to portray the revolt. Ah, yes. I imagine it poses difficulties that the other murals do not. Strange thing to tell a story that still lives in the hearts of so many people here. I don't think anyone wants to talk about it. They all just locked it away. It sounds like you have your work cut out for you. I'll leave you to it then. Dr. Stoltz? Yes? Another follow. See if I can say that right. Thank you for the follow, Usnora. Hello, Snora. And you are indeed a carrot. Hello there. Hello there. I should probably make an Obi-Wan thingamajig. Emote. Sea of Thieves? Oh, God. I would instantly die. Also, I'd need more people to play with me. And I don't have any friends. I don't have anyone to stream with. Also, I don't particularly like multiplayer games because of the griefing. I don't like being griefed. Have you ever seen someone lurking around the Abbey? Or heard about it? I haven't been up to the Abbey in years. No, I haven't heard of anything like that. Why? I've seen someone following me a few times. No, I don't know anything about it. No, if there's anything else. Good night, Dr. Stoltz. Good night, Magdalene. God, he's so annoying. He's such a bastard. Now I nearly have the final part of the mural to finish. How should I paint the revolt? Dan always talked about how the Archdeacon was the only one seeking justice in those days. What was his name? The only name I can remember is the name of the Archdeacon who came to Tassing when the Baron was killed. Jakob Estler. Maybe he wrote an account of the revolt as an Archdeacon. I'll write to him and ask. I of course need to write back to Esther too. I'll write to them before bed. Okay, so that's what I have to do. I'll write to the Archdeacon and see if he can tell me about the revolt. I'll write a letter to Esther too. I hope the courier can make it through the passes before winter. Okay, do that. My name is Magdalene Drucker, and I'm an artist in the town of Tassing in the upper Bavaria. I believe you passed through our community when you investigated Baron Rothvogel's murder at Chiesa Abbey in 1518. Do you remember anything about the case that the people in Tassing might not remember? In particular, do you remember anything about someone writing notes to provoke the killer? Did you see any evidence that might suggest there was some work of larger conspiracy at work? Do you have any reason to doubt the conclusion of the case? Thank you for any help you can give. Magdalene Druckerin. And now to Esther. Dearest Esther, I hope you are well. You must know how tremendously happy I am for you and Simond. And Alicia too, of course, and your parents. It warms my heart to know that your family is doing so well. By the time this letter reaches you, I expect winter will have enfolded Tassing. It's already freezing at night, so I've reorganized the workshop so that the inks don't deteriorate. You have to worry about that in Prague? You've said it snows, but I've always imagined it was warmer in winter. Dad's condition is so much worse and he's in so much pain. Dr. Stoltz has been well. He's a useless arsehole. Only God knows why he's such a bitter old man, but he's neglected Dad almost entirely. Some days he doesn't show up, and even if he does, he just snaps instructions at me and rushes off. Just wish I understood why. I worry about Dad. I've asked Agnes for help, but there's only so much we can do alone. He's not going to make it, and there's nothing I can do. Christ, I'm scared, Esther. The mirror's progressing well, but I can't shake the feeling that someone is following me. I keep seeing this figure around town. I have to explore the mines to see Tassing's early history, and then again in the Abbey's ruin. No one else in Tassing has seen anything, but some of the nuns say they've seen ghosts. If it's the person who attacked my dad, why are they following me? Whoever it is, I'm sure if anyone... It's not anyone from Tassing, but what do they want with me? The strangest thing, giving me a fright a few times already. But I don't mean to worry you. Nothing happened to me yet, so I think I'll be safe. The only good news I can share at the moment is that the mural is almost finished. Shall have it completed by Christmas or soon after, before the new year at least. But perhaps at long last I shall be able to visit you and meet Simond. Anyway, I fear that this will be my last letter of the year. The Reichspost has already been late and reported worsening snows through the passes. We seem to be stepping into a harsh winter. Stay warm and give my regards to your family and Simond. Yours always, Magda. Lane. Magdalene. Bond. James Bond. Lane. Magda Lane. Okay. Let's go visit my dear old daddy. Ah, Daddy. How you dying, Daddy? How you feeling, Daddy? Hello. Okay, still dying. Guess I'll get to bed. Though, is there anything to see? Not having one of her visions? No. Off to bed then. How did this get here? Uh-oh. Stop! Not another one. Just like the note Dad found. Who's doing this? I have a feeling we're going to find out sooner or later. He just thought about this. It can't be coincidence. He's been so weak, I don't want to upset him. I just need to wait for the right time. Hope there is a right time. Is it Voislav? Is it fucking Voislav after all this time? Tick tock on the clock, maybe party don't stop. Oh, God, December going by. Hello, hey Balinar. I'm on the last act. The last bit of the last act, I think. If I'm not finished today, I'll be finished on the next stream on Thursday. Mistress Drokerin, only one letter for you today. The pass is nigh impossible to traverse, and the heavy snow is hard on the horse and me. Anyway, happy Advent, my dear. Thank you, the same to you. Oh boy! Oh, thank you, Balanar. Thank you for the sub. How very kind. Very, very kind of you. Giving me those Jeff Bezos bucks. Oh, so he did reply. Okay. Reply from Jacob Estler. Mistress Druckerin, I do recall the Rothvogel case, though it has been over a decade since I have served as an archdeacon. I am no longer associated with the office of the Prince Bishop. In fact, I am no longer associated with the Catholic Church. If you do not mind conversing with the Lutheran, I will tell you what I remember. Oh! Balanar, son of Gondor. Balanar. I investigated several murders as Archdeacon, but none had a curious spectre of conspiracy that haunted Baron Rothvogel's. After the peasants burned Kiersau, I read reports suggesting that a conspiracy was behind the murder of the town carpenter as well. It was around this time that I did some research of my own into the death of Father Gernot's predecessor, Father Matthias. While no one suspected foul play at the time, I had reason to believe that his death may be connected to 2 other murders. If this is the case, a serpent has lain coiled in the bosom of your community for decades. It may lay there still. What causes this serpent to awaken every few years to stage a new killing? I fear that finding the answer to that question may draw you into its reach. However, if you are determined to find the source of the trouble, I believe you must inquire with your neighbours. Urge caution in your investigation into this matter. If the serpent merely sleeps, it may be dangerous to poke into its old resting places. I hope this has been of some help to you. May God bless and keep you safe. Jacob Estler. Would probably have a more interesting life. Ah, come on now. I mean, all of our lives would be a lot more interesting if we were in the Lord of the Rings universe, but we'd also probably get murdered by an orc pretty quickly. So, you know, win some, lose some. Have internet. Don't get to see dwarves and elves and Numenorians and stuff, and giant eagles. May die in World War III. Will definitely get shanked by an orc or a goblin at some point. You know. If you go into Westeros, though, you're definitely going to die. Definitely. A plague, a wedding, a battle, a siege, a shipwreck, ice zombies. Also imagine having to see Denethor eat. Oh god, can you imagine? Every single time just biting into those cherry tomatoes, just nom 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 nom. Westeros is basically turbocharged shitty Dark Ages. We do not use the term Dark Ages in this stream, my lad. Early medieval Europe. Late antique. But yeah, it is like, yeah, turbocharged. Yeah, that's why I used it. I know you know. I know you know, because you're an archaeologist. But yeah, turbocharged Europe with all of its bright colours and mass killings. Very strong connotation of peasants covered in shit. Yeah, indeed. Though Westeros is cool. I do like it. I wish George finished his books, but one can hope. Won't criticize an old man for not writing quickly enough. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, but let the man have a life. No reply from Esther this time. It must have been delayed due to the heavy snow. Postman said I won't receive any more letters until spring. Better get back to the rat house then. Still more work to be done. Uh-oh. Don't get to the rat house. Go poke the snake. I wish it wasn't used as a standard for real medieval fantasy since it isn't. Yeah. Bloody Warhammer Fantasy is more. It has its ups and downs. It has some stuff that it's good. That is good. Old George. He does read history and he does read historical fiction mostly. So he gets some things right, he gets some things wrong. But yeah. It's, you know, it's cool nonetheless. Good morning, Dad. I finally caught up on the mural and now I can start the final part today. I promise I'll get it done. Magdalene, I'm proud of you. Thanks, Dad. I'm sorry Dr. Stoltz said you can't come to the festivities tonight. I know how much you love the Berchtenlauf. Berchtenlauf, a Germanic folk ritual celebrated around Christmas time, in which townsfolk dress as Berchten and drive evil spirits from the town to protect it in the coming new year. I like Westeros, it's cool. Yeah, George gets some stuff right, he gets some stuff wrong, you know. Can't blame him too much. I won't blame him too much. But yeah. Like the rite of first night, it's just one of those myths from the Middle Ages, you know. Doesn't actually exist. And the thing that, well, it does exist to a very, very limited extent, and it is impossible to tell how much it was actually used. I'll blame him for not writing more Dunk and Egg. Yeah, right? I think he wants to write like 6 more Dunk and Egg books. Westeros is too depressing. Well, yeah, our world is depressing as shit too. But Westeros has its nice stories, like Last Arcani mentioned. The Dunk and Egg stories are pretty cool. There's still some darkness to them, but particularly the first one is quite cool, quite bright. Hera was hoping to establish me as a feudal lord and do Prima Noctis. Yeah, well, you could probably still do it though. The apocalypse is soon to come, and after that, it's anyone's game. There's 6 more. Well, he wants to write 6 more. He hasn't written any. The 4th one should be something about the she-wolves of Winterfell. Can appreciate how well written it is, but it makes me too uncomfortable. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I feel that reading, like, I'm looking over that to see what I have, like Lovecraft. I do like the cosmic horror side of things, but it does make you uncomfortable with all the racism, doesn't it? It is so racist. Jesus Christ, it is so incredibly racist. Oh, fuck a duck, it's so racist. Like, oof. Ah, there's always next year. No, there isn't. You're fucking dying. Right. How are you feeling? Dr. Stoltz said he would come by again today. Fine, I'm fine. Are you sure? Do you need anything? No, go on. I'm alright. In fact, my spirits are lifted today. It's Christmas Eve, after all. Of course. What's wrong? Dad, I found a note back in November. A note? What do you mean? It was like a note I found in your plans for the murals. Just a scrap of parchment. It looked like it came out of an old manuscript. Elaborate writing, purple ink. It just said stop. Do you know where it came from? Who wrote them? Magdalene, Oh God, it must be Oates. He said he'd drop by with more firewood. If you know something, I'd like you to tell me, alright? I know, I will. Can we talk about it later? Oh, fuck it. Dad. I'll tell you, I promise. Oh no, alright. I'll be back later. Good, take care of yourself out there. Hello, Hades. Late, as usual. Alright, pirates scum. Get off your ships. There's knife work that needs doing. Yes, I'm quoting Lord of the Rings from memory. Wizard of Earthsea. I don't know what that is. Lovecraft was so racist it becomes fun because he was considered way too racist even by people of the time. He was extraordinarily racist. Every time you see something like monkey people, you think, oh no, he's talking about Africans or African Americans. He's just that deep level of racist. It's something else. I think it got to me mostly because of the current global state of politics. I finished watching the show recently. Oh really? You finished Game of Thrones recently? Ooh, yeah. 2019 was another time altogether. Pre-pandemic world was quite different. But to my understanding of things, I think 2015 was probably the last of the decent years we've had in the last decade. Because from 2016 onwards, it was just everything was so depressing. Trump getting elected, Brexit, loads of famous people dying, massacres everywhere, wars, destruction, plague, literal plague, genocide. It's just all gone to shit. More shit than it was before. Yeah, I can feel you, Balanar. I can definitely understand that. That's why I don't watch certain movies anymore, watch certain shows. Like, that movie that came out was supposed to be alright. Civil War. I couldn't watch it. It's just too close to home. Men in the High Castle, I stopped watching it because it was so fucking stressful. Men in the High Castle. It's good, but it was so stressful. Imagine living in the 20s and having people be like, them N-words will never have rights, and if you measure their skull shape, you'll know why. That chap Lovecraft really is a bit too much about race. Yeah. You poor man, woman, person. Well done, Last Arcani. Covered all your bases. You could argue it all ended in 2001 and we've been dealing with the consequences ever since. Well, there were still some good years. 2001 was quite shitty. 2008 was quite shitty. We had all the crises. We millennials got all the fucking shit thrown at us. But we still had some good years in between. From 2016 until now, it just seems like every year's a new nightmare. Particularly from 2020. Every year just keeps getting worse. Everyone's so hopeful at the turn of the year, and then it's just downhill. Oof. Depressing o'clock, huh? But yeah, let's make this fun. Let's not make this about the our existential dread. Though I have been writing about World War II, and let me tell you, good lord, we're doing everything wrong again. But yeah. Whew. What was Oates' voice? Morning, Magdalene. Morning, Oates. Cold out, isn't it? Freezing. Makes me envy Nico. Able to stay inside all day. Even Endrick has his forge to keep him warm. Anyway, here, I brought some firewood for you and your dad. Thank you, Oates. You're welcome. How's your dad? Do you think you can join everyone for Christmas Mass? I think I'll stay in bed tonight. I'll do my best to be there. I need to keep working on the mural, though. I'm working on the final section. About the Peasants' Revolt, right? It feels weird talking about it. It affected Tassing so much, but we were just kids. I can't remember what happened since I was just a baby. I never even knew my dad. That's what makes it difficult. You need to ask those who were already adults that night, but I don't want to touch raw nerves. What if you spoke to people while everyone was preparing for the Christmas festivities? Clara sometimes talks about that night. Mum too. Might be able to ask them. Voislav and Matilda are the only two Benedictines left living in Tassing. Maybe they'll talk to me. Didn't think of that. Still, the mural is for Tassing, not the old abbey. Agnes has always been in Tassing, right? I'd go to her if I were you. Dad said she helped bury everyone who died that night. I wonder if she'd talk about it. It's your project, Magdalene. Might be worth a try. I wrote to the old Archdeacon about it too. He thinks that the Baron's murder and Otto's death are connected to the revolt. The who? Society went downhill when we stopped having shitty summer blockbusters where you have a shitty high-action bad movie for the boys, shitty romance for the girls. Both was... yeah, well... I don't know, we still get plenty of shitty movies. I watch a lot of them. I've recently watched a few movies whilst I was having a break. I watched Heretic with Hugh Grant. It was alright. Bit too hyped. I watched Long Legs. Didn't like it. I think it was far too hyped. A bit shitty. I watched The Good Shepherd about the OSS and the CIA. I like that one. I watched The Bridge of Spies with Tom Hanks. Like that one too. Good Shepherd is with Matt Damon and De Niro. What else did I watch? I watched a bunch of stuff. I finished Fargo. I started watching the Fargo TV show a while ago. I've since finished it all 5 seasons. I think it's 5 seasons. Pretty good. Quite enjoyed it. Recommend it to everyone. Fargo, incredibly good. My favourite season, I think, was the second one. Though I like them all. All of them are fun in their own way. The man who came to Tassing for the Baron Rothvogel's murder. What about him? He was the judge for the Baron's murder. What if all the deaths in Tassing are connected? I don't see how that old Baron has anything to do with the revolt. Are you feeling alright? I think you're looking for connections that aren't there. Maybe this mural project is getting to you. I need to get to the bottom of this, Oates. There's something more to all this. I know it. If you're sure... I'll figure it out somehow. Thanks for the wood. See you later, Mags. Fargo the fake movie one. Yeah, Fargo the movie. I haven't actually watched it. I went straight to the show. Fargo the show. Very fun. Recommend it. Oates is right. I should start talking to people around town. Better get started if I want to talk to everyone before the Bichtenlauf. Okay, Agnes. Oh, Agnes. Is she here? Nope. Where could everyone be? Oh, Voislav. Thinking of Argo. Oh, yeah, Argo. No. No. Not Argo. Fargo. It's Argo, but you go far. Okay, that was not a Nazi salute, by the way. It was off camera. I'm not a fucking Nazi. Fuck the Nazis. Can't be too careful these days. Yeah, the fake movie in Iran to save the embassy members. Yeah, Argo. I haven't watched it, but I know of it. With Batman. Ben Affleck. Right? Yeah. Okay, everyone's out. Is everyone at the Red House? Or the Commons? I guess everyone's at the Commons. I don't know. Gerten is in. Oh! All of them. Big Jorg. Doesn't want to talk. Gret. Clara. Hello, Magdalene. I would have thought you'd be working on the mural today. What brings you here? I would like to sit with you and ask you how you remember the rebellion so that I can paint it, if that's all right. Ah, that was a sad time. If it will help you memorialize those we lost in the revolt, yes, I'll answer a few questions. I don't mind. I was like a little older than you, so I probably remember more, Magdalene. Of course, Magdalene, we tell you all you want to know. I've been looking forward to seeing the mural for some months. Come now, sit with us. Oh, I'm not changing my career, Last Arcani. Fuck that shit. Fuck that noise. Fuck Nazis. Fuck neo-Nazis. They can get fucked. They can all fuck off and die. Go back to 1945. If you love Hitler so much, fucking join him. Now that you've settled, what did you want to know? Did the revolt have anything to do with the other murder that happened in Tassing? Period. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. If you're a Nazi, go fuck yourself. Oh, Jesus, even my chair agreed. It cracked. Like the Nazis' necks at Nuremberg. Yeah. I'm gonna have to write about the Nuremberg trials tomorrow. I thought I had a book about it somewhere, but I seem to have misplaced it. Or given it to someone, I don't know. But I'm going to have to write about it tomorrow. No, not really. I only remember that Andreas attempted to be a peacekeeper in both situations. I suppose that's when things started going poorly. Her voice has changed several times, but that's just how it goes. Yes, after Prior Ferenc was discovered as a witch, people weren't as willing to trust the abbey anymore. Then the abbot became more severe. He didn't like that the prior's death rattled his control of Tassing. As they think that the old prior cursed the town. That's when crops started failing. I don't know about any of that, but his taxes and restrictions and his attitude towards us became harsher after that. Ours are very hard. It was all we could do to live by then, but it eventually became too much. Even with all the restrictions, was the revolt really justified? I keep hearing conflicting stories about how it began. I know things were bad for the peasants, but was it worth all the loss? You wouldn't remember it, Magdalene, but the abbot forced us to starvation. We would have died either way. We did everything we could to keep things from getting violent, but the Lord had other plans. I remember how sick and hungry I was all the time. Oh, it's Ursula. Shit. She's the demon baby. Oh, here goes my voice. Forgot she was the demon baby. All was fine until one of the brothers killed Otto in the retaliation for finding out just how corrupt the abbey was. Well, my husband wouldn't let that rest. We all wanted justice. When that soldier arrived and threatened us, all the people pulled away except for you and Ulrich. No, Clara. I'm afraid even I was intimidated and begged Ulrich to leave the matter be. My husband alone stood with the peasants. Why did all the peasants revolt anyway? So many people died. It must have known it wouldn't succeed. Dad always talked about how he regrets that choice. That's why he wanted to paint the mural. Could the revolt have succeeded if the townsfolk didn't pull away? Your father is unique in that regard. Most of the other townsfolk see the revolt's failure as proof that it was doomed from the start. Truly, if the entire town banded together, we likely could have succeeded without violence at all. By then, we were so starved and wanted justice so much, Peter truly thought success was possible. There was still some discussion. Ulrich and Andreas wanted peace. Then that Ursula! Language! Oh, she's talking like a fucking demon. You're worried about her fucking language, are you? I've sworn so much in this stream. What? It's true. It was unprovoked. Yes, Lenhard always did hate the rest of the townsfolk, and he would take advantage of anyone he could. My husband sought peace to the last. He was a martyr to us. I think the miller shot Ulrich to retaliate, but after that, Peter couldn't be stopped. We'd lost too much. The burning of the abbey was a grim night. The soldiers coming in. Our men fought to protect us, to protect Tassing, and many died in that fight. Yes, and that is some comfort, if only a little. Are there any heroes of Tassing I should memorialize? Peter always wanted the best for Tassing, even if he acted rashly by setting fire to the abbey. I hope you can portray him in the best light, Magdalene. Fuck Peter, though. I'd rather not talk about that night anymore. I hope you provided enough insight for your work. You did, thank you. I'll let you get back to your work. I'm not doing Peter. Fuck Peter. Thank you, Magdalene. I'm certain the mural will be beautiful. I'm not doing Peter. No one wants to talk to me here. Are they home now? They're not home. Oh. That is suspicious. What could they do? Maybe a kidney? Or in the church? Is everyone in the church? Anyone in the church? No one's in the church, right. No one in the church, right. Right, so. Anyone in the tavern? Oh, who are these guys? Well, if it isn't Magdalene. That's me. Ah, good. I've seen you around and heard your name mentioned. I apologize for not introducing myself sooner. I'm Alexander. This is my partner, Kazimierz. We are musicians by trade, travelers by necessity. The weather trapped us on our... Okay, I'm going to do Matt Berry with this one. The weather trapped us on our way back to Würzburg for a Christmas celebration. I had hoped to win the Meister singing competition there, but alas, we are trapped here until the pass is clear. How are you finding Tassing? Everyone has been quite kind, and no one has thrown anything at me for my music. Considering the circumstances, I'm counting that as a success. I have to admit, I was quite upset that I had missed my opportunity to sing at the Meister Singer competition. What's that guy writing? He practiced so much for it. Yes, it's hard not to view the last year as a waste. You can try again next Christmas, can't you? Of course! Though the older I get, the least comfort I take in the possibilities of the future. Missed opportunities sting more with each passing year. Well, we have an audience here, the people of Tassing. And perform for them I will. I love performing for people wherever I go. When I sing for people, I want to move them. I want to see it on their faces. It's only in that moment that I can connect with them. That's the only truth I know. The Meister singing judges will rate me as they will, but that's not why I want to perform for them. I want to move the masters the way they moved me. Does that make sense? I think so. My dad is my teacher and his approval means a lot to me. I think we all want to approve of those who came before us. And someday, someone will look to me for approval. Hard to imagine. Ha! I'm sorry. Just feeling a bit melancholy, I suppose. It's a long night. I suppose you're right. All that darkness. Perhaps the Christmas feast will lift my spirits. Will I see you there, gentle maiden? Absolutely. Almost everyone in town should be there. Then I look forward to it. Until then... I don't think I've met this guy. Katsimiotz. He's... I guess he's mute, maybe? Hello, Magdalene. You're Katsimiotz, right? You're with Alexander Musicians? He's a mute? Deaf? What do you think? Yes, I play Sean and Lute. He sings. Are you Polish? Yes, with a name like that, I suppose he is. Yes, from Kralitz? What are you two doing in Tassing? Oh my god, he's gonna have to write all this. Come on, darling, I don't have all night. Ask Alexander, sorry. Bye. Oh, everyone's here. Ah. Hello, Magdalene. Hello, Hans. Did you need something? What are you doing? Fine enough. Well, it's getting colder. The family? Healthy and hard working. Simon's taking care of the winter provisions. He's a good boy. Proud of him. And you know, beautiful and kind-hearted Juta is. Just like her mother. Didn't know how I could get so lucky. She's a miracle. She'll marry a good man soon, I'm sure. There aren't too many options in Tassing, though. A few. They better keep their eyes open, though, or they'll miss out on her. That young Utz is a good man, I've noticed. He's solid enough. Takes after his father. All the same, when Juta's children one day, they'll be beautiful and kind like their mother. There are worse things to be, I guess. I did my best to raise her rat, but the best qualities are all hair wigs. Give yourself a little credit, Hans. Kind of you to say, Magdalene. I should get back to it till later. Boys love. God bless you, Magdalene. No, boys love. I have an odd question for you. Oh? When I was exploring the abbey for the mural background, I stumbled upon some stray cats. Were there a lot of cats during your time? Ha! Ha! Yeah, as a matter of fact, there were. Always cats around the abbey, but one summer they started begging for food. Persistent little creatures. Brother Lucas swears he never fed them, but I have my doubts. Well, they seem to have made the abbey their home now. Excuse me. Ah, good for them. At least someone is making use of the old structure. Thank you for telling me, Magdalene. Be well, boys love. God bless you and your father, Magdalene. I do have something else to ask. That's me, Juta. Hello, Magdalene. Hello, Magdalene. How's the weather? I've been prepping for the feast in here all day. Fresh and brisk, perfect for a walk. Huh! Better you than me. I'll stay in here where I can keep my fingers warm. You better keep your fingers out of my dome, Master Bauer. Bye-bye, Last Arcani. Yep, see you Thursday. I'll be here. Thank you for coming. Have a good night. Oh, I didn't do anything. You've stuck your little fingers into my cookie dough 3 times today. Do it again and I'll wrap your knuckles with the back of my spoon. Don't anger Mistress Matilda, Simon. Yes, sir. Sorry, Mistress Matilda. We didn't have dough to make cookies for the entire town. You can't be eating it all. Anyway, what did you come in here for, Magdalene? I was hoping you could tell me what you remember of the revolt. I was too young to remember much of it. No one ever seems to talk about it. Mistress Matilda and Master Voislav. You two are the only ones left who used to live in the Abbey. The only ones who stayed anyway. Matilda and I have been friendly enough with your people in town. Put it behind us in time. I can imagine the other brothers had little reason to remain. Oh, Duddock made it out. I think Father Gernot paid for him to go back to an abbey in Cornwall. I'm not sure what happened to the others. All gone in any case. The whole thing's a sensitive subject, Magdalene. Why are you asking? I want to honour everyone who fought in the revolt in Rathasmira. I want to portray the event truthfully in the murals, so I'm trying to hear everyone's account of the events. For the sake of seeing it portrayed right, I'll tell you what I remember. Wait, Magdalene, here. Come cut out cookies with me first. That way we don't fall behind while we chat. We'd be grateful for the help. Alright, Magdalene, cut out cookies from the dough and set them aside so Simon can put them on a tray. We'll need a good number in a variety of shapes, so don't hesitate to change which cutter you use. We have to have enough for the whole town after all. Oh shit. Oh. Fucked it. Burp. 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 Come on. Got the damn thing. Oh shit. I think it's easy to just do it like this, I guess. Cutting some cookies. That's making me hungry, huh? Oh fuck, I missed it. I fucked it. I think this one is the most space-efficient. Burp. There we go. I am done. Oh, so many of the same shape. Oh, I changed it up. What do you mean so many are the same shape? Fine, I'll do it again. Oh, fuck a duck. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Come on. One, two, three, four, five. Oh fuck. One, two, three, four, five. One, two, three, four, five. Is that enough? Does look wonderful, thank you. You ever make more if you want, but it looks like you have enough. I think that's good, thanks. Thanks for helping. Fuck. We better keep going if we don't have everything ready by the procession tonight. So what can we tell you, Mags? I heard the Landsknechts made it into town before the revolt and warned everyone to leave the abbey alone. Could things really have been talked out? Was it too late by then? There were some people who wanted to talk. Master Maller worked hard to keep the peace, but after Otto was killed... Andreas, a shame how he died. We at the monastery were fond of him. Dad says he was instrumental in keeping the revolt from getting out of hand. He regrets not standing by him. Yes, he was. He had a personal dinner with the abbot to try and discuss things, I believe. I pity they couldn't come to an agreement. Yes, Andreas did a lot of good for Tassin, and Kirsau too. Even if the old abbot failed to admit that. He even revealed corruption in our own midst. The old Prior Ferenc had been doing witchcraft in the church. Still grieve that he died in the abbey fire. I know your father does too, Magdalene. Wasn't the revolt in general justified? Yes, I think so. We couldn't even collect in the forest without a fee. That kept saying we couldn't live with higher and higher taxes. The night Otto died, the abbot was trying to excommunicate everyone for celebrating St. John's Eve. A lot of people thought the abbot killed him in revenge. Turns out it was Brother Guy. He was embezzling funds from the abbey. Still, after Otto and Ulrich, that was too much. They burned the mill, both busted inside. The abbot promised to help if Andreas found the person who killed Otto. All we wanted was to talk. But didn't you say we had just burned down the mill? Yes, but only to protect ourselves. Lenhard and Guy were both murderers. It was too much for Peter. Lenhard was one thing. He just killed Ulrich, but to burn the abbey. But when the Landsknechts saw the fire, they thought they had another revolt on their hands. Even Father Gernot couldn't stop them. We all fled. Brother Florian saved as many as he could, but... Peter was wrong to burn the abbey, but what the soldiers did was awful. I thought that knights were supposed to protect people like in Percival. Rarely does life match the heroism of stories, Magdalene. Dad died protecting me, stabbed in the chest. I don't even remember what he was wearing, but I remember how dark the blood was when we found him. Almost black and sticky like treacle. Dad sucked one of the soldiers in the face, but another was right there, and Magdalene, can we stop talking about this? Of course, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset anyone. Thanks, Magdalene. It's hard to discuss sometimes, you know. Good luck. We'll see you at the procession later. Okay, now I just have to talk to Agnes, I suppose. Is that Stoltz? No, Gillian. Setting in the game for Christmas feast. Never a shortage of work. Mum and Dad need my help. They're not as spry as they used to be. Yeah, I know how that is. Dad's not as quick as he used to be, even when not bedridden. Still no idea who attacked him. No. They'll be fine though, right? I hope so. You'll do great. Still odd that you're working on the mural. I wouldn't have imagined. How is the mural coming along anyway? Well enough. I've tried to learn more about the days of the revolt. I suspect many didn't want to talk about that. Painful memories. I think you're right. I don't blame them. Dad hasn't spoken about it in years. I'm sorry, Magdalena. I really have to get back to work. Be well. Hannah? No. No talkie-talkie? Closed off. Going to visit Smokey. Anything that runs at the shrine? Shrine? Nope. No one at the shrine. Okay. Nowhere. Nothing to do. Let's see about Smokey. What Smokey's doing. Smoking, probably. Oh. There they are. Oh. Hello again, Magdalena. Are you getting ready for the Christmas celebrations? Of course, along with everyone else in town. I've never been here for Christmas. I've meant to move on, but the snow. Right. Been fast this year. Smokey told me your father was injured. Oh, is he? Don't know, Vaclav. He's not doing well. I'm sorry. I'll hope for the best. I don't want to keep you from your tasks. I'll see you later then. Merry Christmas, Vaclav. Merry Christmas. Smokey? Oh, Hannah, hello. God bless you, Magdalene. Hello, Hannah, how are you? Keeping busy? There's always plenty to do around the house. How's the mural coming? Paul mentioned your progress is quite impressive. Oh, I have to thank him. That's a high praise from a councilman. Ha! Truth be told, he enjoys following your progress. I have to bring Andreas and Ulrika by sometime to see your progress. Won't get in your way, of course. I'm sure they'd love to learn about the process. You're more than welcome, but watch your step. There's plaster everywhere. I've just mixed a new batch to keep the wall moist. It's hard to maintain the right texture otherwise. Hello, hello. Hello, still dry. I have played Mountain Blade. I've played a few Mountain Blade mods, history mods as well. It's good. It's fun. Old game though. I have yet to try out the Bannerlord mods. There are a few I'd like to try. Maybe I will. One of these days. Rolling down in winter was such trouble. We had to throw out so many batches that wouldn't rise. Your discipline is admirable, Magdalene. You know, I was a real rascal back in the day. Skipped on working with my parents more times than I can count. But you're so hard working, Annie. Anna, I can't imagine you making trouble. It's funny to consider, isn't it? I was a thief and a scoundrel. It started with cakes from my mother's table, still hot from the oven. Soon it was silverware, mugs, trinkets, and I found around town. Ulrika's little hat once belonged to Andreas Mahler, your father's friend. Stole it from his head. Of course, stealing is against the commandments. So my father would make me return everything if I hadn't eaten it already and march me to church to pray. Father Thomas grew accustomed to seeing me more often than Sunday mornings. What changed? I grew out of the habit over time. I think it started to see why my parents had such devotion in the Lord. Stealing was my way of acting out, but when the trouble started in town, I realized that my thieving wasn't doing any good. I decided I'd rather honor my father and mother as God commands. It gives me grace with Andres and Ulrika on the hard days and with the rest of the town too. I think Ulrich would be proud. Thank you, Magdalene. That means more than you know. Well, I won't keep you any longer. I'm sure you have plenty of work to do. Bye. Bye. Paul? Nothing to say. No one else here. Ulrika and Andreas. There's never anything in the farms. Why are they a thing? Suspicious, very suspicious. That's my dad. Central town. Steinauer. Well, here they are. I guess I could talk to them a bit more. Oh yeah, I do have to talk to Agnes. Yeah, let's go. Magdalene Zucker, you didn't expect to see today. How's your father? He's not well, honestly. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Oh, we've been not rest tonight. How's as well? Now then, is there something we can help you with here? A small favour to ask. Oh, go on then, spit it out. It isn't too much trouble. I'd like you all to recount what you remember of the revolt. I'm nearly done with my mural, but I need more details. I was so young, I don't remember much of that night. Oh, for that project of yours in the rat house, I'm afraid I won't have much to say about that. But alright. Come sit down, Magdalene. Don't worry about helping with the eats. It took me years to get the technique of the number of citations, so I'm better off not helping. You always did fine, Brigitte. So, Magdalene, what do you need to know to finish the mural? I was hoping to ask you more about the revolt. I can remember the flames when the abbey burned. Part of the revolt, the abbot starving us out of the house and home, Otto's murder. Without that would be a good painting. I thought there was an attempt to talk to the abbot. There was, until Otto was killed. After that, the monks shut themselves up in the abbey library. Meanwhile, the bastard abbot only ever cared for how many pennies he could get for us. Brigitte, don't forget to twist the ends. Can't have it looking like Christmas hedgehog. I'm getting there, Mum. I've looked after Mark and Kraft well enough, haven't I? I can manage this. Yes, well, after your father died, I've got only left to nag besides you and a husband of yours. But thank God I have both of you as a matter of fact. An old woman have her voices. The goat in the house was a bit sad. The dog always gets quiet this time of year. Whatever for? I reckon because that family's been hard pressed since Peter died. Dancing's lost a good number of folk over the years, and feast days and celebrations make it harder to do. The revolt, right? The revolt, the murders, that fool Andres had to meddle in everything. Didn't do too much good if you ask me. It must matter. That said that none of this was his fault. No, the revolt wasn't his fault alone. I think for the most part he tried to stop it. He'd already meddled enough in tossing up the Tatars later. But he held more sway than he knew. I couldn't understand it the first time. He wanted to save that old monk. I dare say he saw him as a father. And it was proven the prior was a witch, so I suppose he did some good for tossing then. I think Voinsdorf might be the only person who left in tossing and even remembers the old prior. That's when the trouble started, I say. Townsfolk saw a monk killed and the house was incensed. Then came the revolt, and Andres Mauer happened to show up nearly the day of Otto's murder. They were about to accomplish anything. Dad always said the townsfolk didn't stand with the peasants as long as they should have. Well, I won't begrudge Klaus's opinion, even if he was wrong. A shame it had to happen at all, I think. I knew the revolt was a bad idea from the start. Old Voislav would be the only one to know what happened inside the old church now before the fire. She would like to say things were already this bad, that violence was the only way, but it wasn't. I've got worse over the years. It wasn't like this when I was a child, or in my grandparents' time either. Sure, the abbot was pinching the townsfolk in the peasants or something, but to go against the church. But like you said, things were always so bad. We fought to make things right. But things got better in the end, right? Even if so many people died. What kind of good comes from violence? I've never seen Peter so angry. That soldier even warned Peter that nothing would stop them besides the war. So nothing got better at all. No, not as I see it. The war is just as severe as the abbot was, and threatens force at every turn. That's life. You can struggle and die to accomplish something, and nothing changes. Hey, the dead are lucky. They die believing they changed something. They're stuck with the harsh reality. This is all you've known, my dear. You've grown up used to it. We all have. Thank you for sharing your story with me. It's important to share our suffering with the young generations. Maybe they can change something. Good luck on the mural, Magdalena. Good luck, Magdalena. Oh boy. This mural's gonna be a mess. Here comes the Vechterschnall. But I think this is where I'm ending it, everyone. Need to go. It's been good. Thank you everyone for coming. It's been fun. I'll be back on Thursday for some more Pentiment. I think we'll finish it at that point. Finish it on the next stream. Because I guess something is going to happen now at the festivities. So I'm going to leave it at this. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming. Thank you everyone for chatting. It was nice. It was fun. And see you on Thursday. Have a good night. Bye-bye everyone. See ya.